So welcome to Wall Street Jack Boys. Today is August 25th, Game Plan Sunday, as we're going to take a look at what occurred over the past week, and we'll take a look at what's coming this current week, and strategize in the markets to see how we're going to make some money. It's a lot that's going on this week, so we'll try to make it swift and brief. We're going to start out a little different today. We're going to go over some of our setups from the jump, and then we'll get into the economy to the macro. Since normally I go from the big level macro and we dial in, but it's just so much going on. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to talk about it. Plus, we just dropped a new article, Real Money. Gold is real money. So I hope you guys check that article out. If you didn't, make sure you go to the website, wallstreetjackboys.com. Go to the blogs. Check out the article. I need your feedback. You guys let me know that you're reading. Okay, let me know that you're hearing, that you understand what I'm talking about. An OG told me back in the day, he said, listen, they say if you put it in the book, The Black Man Will Never Know. I was so offended, I started reading ever since. So I hope you guys are reading out there. I'll try to get you some content, on video and everything else. But maybe just had to jump into a podcast for you guys. I don't really know. We'll see. But you guys give me some feedback and let me know how you liking the articles. I try not to make them too cumbersome. Try to make it so that any and everybody can understand it, because there's so much that's going on. But anyway, we'll dial into some of that here at the end. So this week was an interesting week because we had so much volatility, okay? So the jump off, let me just go down the list of everything that occurred. Maybe I should do that because this is so much that happened, right? So as you guys already know, right now as we speak, we got the G7 meeting right now as we speak. World powers are coming together, trying to see what they're going to do about this matrix that we live in, right? So all the top seven, advanced economies around the world are together. President Trump is there. He's meeting with Japan, France, Italy, Europe, everybody, pretty much is over there meeting right now as we speak. So, but before all of this jumping off, we had some situations in the market where we had the bonds, another yield curve inversion. We talked about the yield curve. You guys, we already got a class on that. That yield curve is the leading indicator for a recession. That's why we're telling you that a recession is coming. So you got to prepare. Okay. So we had the yield curve invert again. We had beef with Trump, the Feds, Trump, China. It was dynamite, action packed, man. I'm telling you, it was a crazy week. We'll cover some of it. But the markets are down. The Dow dropped like 600 points, over 600 points for the week. That's freaking crazy. And throughout all this volatility, as a trader, you're trying to figure out, well, how am I supposed to navigate through it? Well, sometimes patience is a position. Okay. And so sometimes that's a position that you play. And really, I played a patient position for most of the week because there was a lot of volatility. I wanted to see how things were going to shape up. I already had my eyes set for what I was looking for. So coming to the end of the week, I was able to make some money. I'll go over some setups that I was looking at, that I'm still looking at right now as well. So one of the setups that let me actually just pull up the ES real quick. Right. So this is the S&P 500. It's the chart right here. Let me just remove this real quick, just so you guys can see that a little bit. If you're on the Facebook side, if you can't get the full screen, make sure you click the link to join the chat room so you can get the full and the best experience, okay? Okay, exiting and then read it. Okay, thanks, Sergio. Let me know if you guys have any issues. So anyhow, this is the market right here. And what's interesting, what I'm looking at, you see this big drop. That was the end of the week. So the week was choppy, and then it rolled over. And what we do see that the market is holding this 200 moving average for right now. I don't know if that's going to be the case this week. Okay. We're looking at a bear flag here. Look at this. That's your pole. Where my man Ron at? Ron got the patterns on deck. Pattern king over there, B. Anyhow. You guys, of course, our members, you guys got the Pattern Perfect book, okay? If you don't have it, let us know. So make sure you get this so you can get these patterns. You can start identifying, these patterns where you'll be able to see it and eye it. But, we're looking at, the rectangular body here, right? And we got the pole here. So we're looking at a bear flag right there. Now, this is also a double tops, which is another bear flag, a bear pattern on top of a bear pattern. And, my outlook on this week is going to be bearish. Okay. I'm looking for some more bearish setups. The key point is 200 moving average. We want to make sure that it holds, okay? But we want to see if it holds, if it breaks. If that breaks, then you already know where we're going at, all right? You already know where we're going at. So I'm looking at, around 2,700 levels. We'll see how that plays out. But again, this is based off of the technicals, okay? So, yeah, that double top drop, that's right, Topaz. I'm looking at a double top plus a bear flag altogether, right? So, again, it's upside down. So that's the bear flag right there. But you guys know that the Russell is like the leading indicator, really. I mean, when you're looking at the indices, normally everything, the Russell moves first. And the Russell 2000, that is, that's actually, let me just pull up the ETF. All right, so the Russell, again, these are domestic stocks, all right? This is the companies here at home. And when they start moving bad, you see it here, okay? A lot of bad stuff happening with these companies right now, whether you know it or not. It's not looking good. Understand? The Russell, we saw it again. It came up, struggle right here, and then it come back up to the 200, and it got rejected. So I'm looking for further down movement, and I'm pretty much looking for some exposure in the Russell, for some short exposure. As you guys can see, the watch list got pulled over here. Drop the arrows on you. You can see this is my Russell list. And so what I'm actually looking to do is basically looking for some shorts over in the Russell. I could take the weakest ones that you see. I got them in descending order, excuse me, and or ascending order. And if you take a look, I mean, we got like MasterCard is up there. TMO, what's this one? Thermo Fisher. That's definitely looking like a short right there. Good short exposure there. John Deere. Okay, definitely probably jump into some shorts in John Deere because of the situation that just occurred with China throwing on those tariffs, on imports from U.S. John Deere, they kind of, buy from us our manufacturing things. And so you look at those companies, they get hit. In fact, let me pull up Caterpillar, see how they're looking. Same thing. Same thing here. Probably take it from that high, from that low to that high. Couple of points down is what I'll be looking at. But pretty much exposure in the Russell for some negative side. That's pretty much what, I'll be looking at for this week. And in fact, on the positive side, we go up here for some positive exposure. We got KL. All right, so with KL, this is Kirkland Lake Gold. This is one of those gold stocks. It's on the gold stock list. If you guys read the new article, you have the watch list. You click on the picture in the article, you'll be able to, get that list there. This is one of those stocks that's on that list. Okay, the stock. I mean, the chart itself is beautiful. I mean, it's a clearly bullish, chart. Yeah, you gotta get those tickets, man. You click on the chart, itself, you'll be able to pull all that out. So this just happened to be one of those stocks that's on the list, and it's a really bullish chart. It's trading well above all of its moving averages. You see, when it's trading above all its moving averages, that's bullish. Of course, we got a buy trigger right there that says, "Hey, buy me right now." That's what it says. We have another buy trigger down here. We got a shift in momentum. We got the trend that's shifting, and then we have our beautiful, handy, dandy squeeze that must fire. So all the stars come in alignment. This thing should be shooting up north. First target, second target. All right. So, I normally try not to get into anything on Monday, but I think this stuff is going to boil over tomorrow. So I am probably going to try to get into some positions tomorrow. We'll see. Again, we'll see how the markets behave. But I do expect gold to continue to move north. Gold, gold, gold. You got to buy gold right now because there's a lot of uncertainty. A lot of uncertainty. We'll go over the article here at the end. I wrote the article for you because, again, you don't understand money until you understand gold. When you read my article, you'll understand why everything is the way it is, why everything is working the way it is. But you got to first understand gold. We'll talk about that in a second. That's the new article. Make sure y'all get that, share that, okay? And as Topaz says, yes, we got a lot of other companies that's there as well. So we got a whole watch list. I mean, you can pretty much play the whole gold list. So I pull up my my handy dandy gold list. There you go. You see my gold list. Everything is green. You understand? Everything is green. Green, green, green. All it is. All of these stocks. These are gold stocks. So if you're looking for some exposure in gold, there you go. Okay. But I do like this one here as well. And I do have some positions right now in GLD. I do have some positions in GLD as well. Again, this is, blowing through those previous levels. Let me just take it from here to here. Got a little bit of growth there. I think we'll blow through those levels, but I like KL as a better setup with the squeeze on there. So we got a little more firepower there, but I already got some positions still holding in that. And also, man, oil. Let me take a look at oil real quick. All right, what's good on the Facebook side? What's good? Angie, I see you. Jamie, I see you. Carrie, what's up? Antonio, my man chefing it out in ATL. That's what's up. Tell Popeyes of them they ain't messing with your chicken sandwich, B. All right. I know the Matrix got y'all distracted with chicken sandwiches. Meanwhile, the leaders around the world having meetings, the G7 and then the Jackson Hole Summit, where all the central bankers are out there meeting, while the masses, the crowds are distracted. Y'all don't see this money. The money is moving. You don't see it. You ain't paying attention. You're going to be a victim. And I can't feel sorry for you because I give it to you for free. You choose to ignore it. It's on you. I can take you to the well, but I can't make you drink. All right. So oil, this is something that I was actually watching this week as well, because I was actually looking at oil up at these extensions, which is, all the moving averages are pretty much consolidated here. And we've seen every time that oil gets up to these levels that it has a hard time with trying to get through, and it has not been able to make it through. And we go way back here, it almost cleared right there, but it didn't. We got it here again. And then these past 2 weeks has been chop, chop, suey. And then we finally got that sell trigger. Now, I wish I would have got up a little early to get up in this joint. But I saw this sell trigger on oil, and I saw that it started to leak. And so immediately Friday, I did jump into some oil stocks, started shorting. So again, we're looking at big picture, the sector itself leaking. I want to get some individual names. Went in straight bought some puts, made 25% on my capital in one day. I try not to day trade, you guys, but I didn't know how the weekend was going to be. I hit 25%. You got to take profits often because, you just never know, man. It's so volatile right now. Take all profits, B. So that's right, man. That's right. I told y'all, I posted the charts in the group. You guys know, I said, let them puts fly. Did y'all see that? Let me know. Did y'all see that in the group? I told you, let the puts fly, B, because we got conviction in the selling. And with all the news that was happening, it had no choice but to throw on puts. It was mayhem. We're going to cover all of that at the end of the session because I don't want to be too lengthy. We're going to go over these setups first, and then we'll go over all of that. And so anyway, just jumped off in EOG and Hess and just roll these down. That drop down there, boom, that was a 1 day trade. Big money, 1 day. 1 day, B. That would have paid for your courses. If you try to get Wall Street Chat Boys classes, that would have more than paid for your classes. You see what I'm saying? You would have some extra monies in your pockets, B. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, sometimes, I get into it, Topaz, but I try not because, you know how we do. But, yeah, this was definitely a day trade. Again, You got to gauge how the markets are moving your positions. I told you when I start throwing on those puts, I always negotiate my spreads. I always negotiate the bid. Okay. When I drop the bid down at the point where I know I got the advantage and the orders get filled like that, I'm like, whoa, this market is sucking it up. Let me go pile in some more. You know what I'm saying? You got to gauge it that way. That's a feeling. I don't really know. It's not a definitive way for me to teach you, but it's something that you could feel when you're trading in the markets and I'm negotiating. That's right. I'm negotiating the bid. I know what the current bid is, but I'm going down a couple, 5 pennies, 5 cents cheaper than the bid. And they're taking the orders. So I'm like, let me throw in another order. And they start filling it. I'm like, yo, this is it. Start dropping puts. So I said, let the puts fly because we're getting a lot of volatility. All right. So anyway, I'm actually looking at because again, this is just the individual name that's in the sector. As I just showed you guys, the sector oil itself is continuing to go down. So I'm actually looking to place some more shorts in oil. You hear me, Ron B? Got you. Okay. I see you. I know you got something ready for me, man. So yeah, I'm still looking for more short exposure in the oil sector coming up this week. We're looking long gold. Remember, gold is what I'm looking positive for. And let me just cover the VIX real quick. All right. So I think we definitely need to look at the VIX. Okay. This is the fear indicator for you guys that don't know. Yeah, we trade on your fears. We make money on your fears. This is the indicator. It's called the VIX. Yes, this is why you need to know this stuff, whether you're trading or not. We can see the fear in the markets. But anyhow, as I just showed you guys, the bear flag on the S&P 500. When you look at the VIX, this is a bull flag. This is crazy, right? That's right, Topaz. You can see it. There go your pole, right? There go your flag. This is the way that moves. That's an ugly little up arrow, but you got it. It's crooked, but you got it. You know where it's going. What's good, Doc? I see you, Bridgie. What's good? McKellar, I see you guys. So anyway, yeah, we got that nice pullback in the VIX. It fell down to the 100 moving average and leaped, right? And so this is a bullish pattern. This bullish pattern here lets us, give us a little direction to play this to the north side, right? We got a buy trigger that was in there. The trend isn't participating, but we see momentum shifting upwards here. This is the fast stochastics. So again, that's what I'm looking at. More fear to come into the markets this week, and that's why we're looking at. Yeah, you said that candle bullish, but that's right. That candle bullish, that's right. That support held really nice. But so anyhow, that just confirms. This is giving me confirmation of what I'm looking for. Again, this is the game plan session. You gotta time it how it's going in the real market. But this is a good foundation for what you need to be looking at. Bull flag on the VIX, looking for more volatility to jump in. What's good, Jeremy? My man, you just popped up in here. I see you, B. We just went over oil. We made some money off of shorting oil last week. All right. I know my man Jeremy, he's in here. He trades oil. So, but yeah, so I made some good money out trading shorting oil last week. Looking for some more shorts this week, Jeremy. Chime in, let me know how you feel about that. And that's pretty much what I got for you guys. I mean, we covered the broader markets. We covered some individual names. I got some bullish exposure in gold. We got some bearish exposure in the Russell and in oil. That's what I got for you guys as far as the setups. I'll take a couple of setups from you guys real quick, and then we'll chime in and we'll have, a discussion about what's happening in the market. So we had a flip-flop it this week out of respect to our premium members to go ahead and knock out the setups early. And then we'll have our discussion afterwards. Anybody got any setups you want to look at? Ron B, I know you got some, Ron B. It's the Pattern King, OG. Bridgie, what you got for me? Bridgie, you playing something this week? ROKU. So it's been a while since I looked at ROKU. I mean, the chart is bullish, of course. It's a little extended, though. It is a little extended. When it's extended like this is not a place that I would like to enter. Again, we're looking at the daily chart on this one here. So what I mean by extended is just, taking a look at it. when it gets overpriced to these points, the price has got to come back down when it gets overpriced. So just looking at it here, I don't have any short signals in here. This could run a little higher. Again, you see that's kind of like your bull pennant. But it's a little extended. So for me, it needs to come down. It needs to come down, and we'll catch it on the next leg up. But the chart itself is bullish. It's just overbought. So that's how I feel about Roku right now. INTC, Intel Corporation. Woo! So my man Ron B just threw out this Intel, and clearly he definitely wants to short this, and I feel his passion about shorting this right now. See, a lot of these companies got so much exposure over in China right now, and it's getting so real. And these companies that got all this exposure over in China, they are going to be casualties. They're going to lose a lot of money with this trade war. So we already got the story. That's the news behind it. And then we align that with our technicals. Okay. We caught it right here at the 618, and we saw that it broke. Okay. Did not clear, broke, and it's breaking. Right. So to the downside, if you can get some good spreads, on this one here, I like it to the downside of another short play. But again, yeah. So again, we're gonna have our discussion afterwards because there's so much, man. We really got to talk. I mean, this is a lot that's going on. I haven't seen nothing like this ever in the markets. This is crazy. Okay. All right. So I guess that'll cover the setups that we got here. And so we will conclude our session for, Game Plan Sunday.